Yo, saying is yo, it's your boy Sylva, man, back with another video, man. How y'all doing today, man? Today's video, y'all already know who I'm reacting to today, man. As you see from the title, man. Today I got Joey Diaz back on the channel, man. You guys obviously enjoy Joey Diaz. I enjoy his stories, man. So without further ado, let's hop right into the video.
Your podcast with your wife is one of my favorite podcasts. It's so fucking consistently silly.
It is very silly.
It's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
And people get silly when they get on it.
They do, yeah.
And then, you know, I start, like, seeing things like, oh, this is like a your mom's house bit. I need to send it to Tom.
Yeah,
like,
you sent me a couple good ones.
I can't tell a story about taking a shit without 90 people hitting me up the next day telling me that was the most brilliant story in the world. We're going to send it to Tom Segura. Anytime I tell a shit story,
I'm the shit comic. It's awesome.
I fart myself or something disgusting. And 2 days later, sure enough, you're playing the fucking YouTube video.
That's true.
I'm howling with your wife.
It's
I'm
true.
howling. I'm like,
we played Joey telling shit stories for sure. And he told us about when he shit in his backyard and somebody thought a bear had come.
Wait, what? A bear?
In his backyard. We played Joey telling shit stories for sure. And he told us about when he shit in his backyard and somebody thought a bear had come.
I'll never forget. The lady, she would let her dogs out every day at 5, and then she would clean up. They were all French poodles.
Yeah.
So they're
I
like
could see the dogs'
it was,
asses high up in the air. We're just reeling back from the shit. Like, what the
she
fuck?
went like this.
Shit.
Joe Rogan, she looked at it, and she's like 58, so she squinted at the shit up against the wall. But here's what's beautiful. I took a shit, and I put my back against the wall. So when I shit, when you shit outside, it's not going to be a decent shit.
Yeah.
It's going to be like explosive. Like so when I got up, it looks like somebody got shot in the head. There was shit all behind me on the wall. So she's sitting there with her little French poodles and her little chihuahuas, and she's looking at the wall like, what the fuck happened there? And all of a sudden, she actually walks up close to it and squints and looks down on it and looks around and runs in the house. I'm watching all this. I can't breathe. And now I go to the computer because my wife's very decent. And I'm sitting there for a half hour. And then my wife comes in and she goes, were you home all day today?
I just realized, why did he choose to do that in the backyard? Like, do you not have a bathroom, my guy? I mean, if you just want the experience, you know, by all means, you know what I'm saying? I personally have experienced that at least once in my life when I was younger. I don't know why I did that. I do know why. My house was locked, and my great-grandmother lives behind of our house. I think people were in the bathroom, so I just got it out. I just got it loose outside.
Yeah, why? She goes, I just had a conversation with Susan.
And it was uncomfortable as hell.
She wanted to know if you heard anything in the backyard because some animal took a shit back there. I went to get sushi. Like, you ever go get sushi and eat a lot of it?
Yeah.
The rice pushes everything out of your ass.
Yes.
And you had plans to go get a weed store. You want to go to
I never had sushi, so.
But I made a detour. I planned to go home, but I left the house key in the house. So I had to climb around the window. That's what happened.
Yeah.
So when I pulled myself up, I actually landed with my stomach on the window.
And now you really got
Which made it push it out more. Like and I'm fatter than fuck, and my hands are struggling in the window, and my little fat feet are on the other side, and the cats are meowing at me, scratching at me, right? And I'm like, it's me, you fuck. So I ran down the stairs and shit outside. I shit in the house.
Oh my God.
The best was the night I took a shit in Faberman's backyard after a 5-hour drive from Colton or some weird town.
Didn't he not talk to you after that for a while?
Yeah, for a while. I took a shit and then he ran over it with his car, and the whole backyard smelled like sewage waste. I go in the next day. He goes, "It smells back here. Let's talk in the house."
No, hey Joey, you need to clean up that diet, bro. Then again, honestly, I think even if you have a good diet, I think if you take a dump, it's still gonna smell bad. Honestly.
I don't know what happened. And you can see the brown shit. He smushed it with this tire. And a bunch of flies were around. He didn't talk to me for a month after that. Who does this shit in somebody's backyard? No. Because I told him the truth. I felt bad. What am I gonna lie to the guy?
No.
That's hard to clean up too.
Wow. Yeah, shit.
You can clean up dog shit. It doesn't even make you gag.
But human shit?
Bum shit?
Yeah.
If you had to clean up some wino shit, if you had to use one of those scrapers.
Yeah. It smells so much stronger, man.
We're gross.
It's so much
No.
more gross.
When you take a shit, it's okay. It's till you cut it in half. You ever
Right.
cut a shit in half?
No.
When that fucking
I think I'm
when
gonna
that
throw
milk
up.
when that Reese's peanut butter fume leaks out. Oh my god.
He's like, I've done study.
My guy said Reese's peanut butter cup. No, nah.
Right.
Cut a shit in half.
No.
When that fucking
I think I'm
when
gonna
that
throw
milk
up.
when that Reese's peanut butter fume leaks out. Oh my god.
He's like, I've done studies.
No. When you go to jail,
That's what it sounds like.
Shit in half.
when you go to prison,
You have to cut the shit.
you have to shit like in a tube while people are watching TV. Like when you go to county jail, you shit right there. So black guys will be laying there watching TV with their feet up, and all of a sudden they smell a little shit, and they're like, "Put some water in that hole, motherfucker!" Like they'll just yell it from the other side of the fucking prison. Because that means you took a shit and you're sitting there, and the shit's permeating. So in prison, as soon as you shit, you got to put water on it.
Yeah.
But there's some bathrooms that only give you 20 ounces of water a day. So whatever time you flush, it's got to be a good flush. You follow me?
I
So
do
if you take
follow
a
you.
piss, sometimes the piss has to stay there until the next day until you take a good shit. But when you take a shit in jail, bro, that's what they'll tell you.
Put some water on
Put
it.
some hole in that motherfucking hole, dog. I can smell that shit right now. I'm trying to watch Oprah. But that's what smells. Once the hole
Yeah.
sucks in,
Man.
it's like when you go to Vegas.
Yeah.
They have
What does Oprah do nowadays? I haven't watched. When was the last time I watched Oprah? Well, I haven't even watched, but like seeing Oprah on television, it's been like a decade.
that
at
sucking
least.
action.
Yep.
Well, if you take a shit this big, that's 34 inches. Once that sucking thing, it breaks. It looks like two new chucks. Once that breaks, it's over.
It's over,
And they
yeah.
put the bathroom right by the door, the front entrance. So
Yeah.
you can't have nobody come over.
Right.
That's why I always go downstairs.
Take a shit?
Yeah, I don't shit in my bathroom in the hotel no more because it kills the whole room for 2 hours.
We worked at the House of Blues in Vegas, and
Yeah.
Joey left an onshore shit.
That's just
you know what an
that's
onshore shit
incredible.
is?
What?
It's like he was so fat at the time that he couldn't sit down in like the regular toilet. You were
What?
like, what were you like?
400, 415.
He was
Fuck.
giant. He was
Yeah.
giant. So when he would take a shit, he would have to balance himself mostly on the very edge of the front because his ass was so big.
Wow.
He didn't shit in the water. He
Wow.
shit on the deck.
No.
What?
It would be sticking out.
So you
one of those
sticking out.
whales.
You ain't never seen a shit like that before.
So you couldn't sit in the toilet.
I would sit on the toilet, but I don't like my. No, the
He was
real-
on the edge.
It wasn't that I was fat. I don't like my dick inside the toilet.
Right.
Somebody's gonna suck your dick and all of a sudden they're sucking the toilet. I tell my wife, I don't even let my wife pee in public because I want to eat her monkey. I don't want that monkey touching the other fucking thing. So when I shit in a public bathroom, I hold my balls.
Okay.
And I shit towards the edge. I don't give a fuck. It's somebody else's bathroom.
Right. So you're
Why
scooting
not just
forward.
hold your balls and sit where you are?
Because
Right.
no.
Why do you
I
gotta
don't-
move forward?
I don't- Because if I'm back there, I got crabs one time, and if they're sitting on the toilet, they'll jump from that toilet inward like they jumping over a moat.
I always thought that people saying they got crabs in the toilet is an excuse.
Well, sometimes you
Crabs.
can get crabs from anywhere, but
But
why
I thought
take
you can
a
only
chance?
get it from hair. They only clean the hairs. I don't think they will stay on an actual toilet.
I think you're
Like,
probably definitely right.
Yeah, I would feel like that's one of those things. Like, how'd you
But-
get crab?
A lot. Hold on. A lot. I'm trying to like. He's painting a picture in my head, and I'm trying to like process this. He takes a dump on the edge of the toilet. He doesn't like to sit back because of crabs, something like that. Oh my god.
I took a shit at
Yeah.
the gas station. That had to be it. That's what I always figured it was.
No, so I always hold my nuts and shit. When I shit, it was long, and Red Band put ketchup on it. Remember, Red Band went in there and put ketchup
I
on it,
think,
potato chips.
unfortunately, I think that was a different time.
Okay.
This has not happened
This is a
just
different
once.
shit, yeah.
It's been
What is
many, many
happening?
times.
Those things just like sticking out of
So
the
you
water.
go in there. There's a smell. You know how when you take an epic shit, it's an above water shit. It comes
Yeah.
out like the fucking Big Island of Hawaii.
Yeah.
Just rises through the water.
Yeah.
Like I've done that many times, because I eat too much.
Yeah.
And I'll take these shits that are just like so.
Yeah, I'm not
big.
gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. When I was younger, man, I don't know what I was eating, but the longest shit I had, no lie, it looked like a candy cane, like a long candy cane, like perfectly too. So my great grandmother had to use a stick, and she had to chop it up so it would flush. Yo, yeah. It was crazy, man. I don't know what I used to eat though.
But there's a totally different smell to those shits because you're smelling raw shit outside of the water.
Right.
I mean, it's gone through the water.
Yeah.
And it's poking into.
It's strong.
What is it about that makes you happy? What is it about
It's a
that
sense of
horrible
accomplishment,
smell? You're
first
like,
of all.
oh, this is a good one right here.
It doesn't come around that often either.
No,
I
like
can't
water
relate.
shit.
Yeah, man, it's like a comet. Like
And
you're
it's-
just like, this doesn't happen all the time.
It's always diarrhea too. It's never like a super like thick log.
It's weird when the second wave is diarrhea. Like when you take like
Oh,
you're
right.
like,
Like
good
logs.
shit, and you're proud of yourself.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I think I got a little more in there, and it's like, raw, and it's just a fucking
You know what that's from?
What?
Healthy eating.
healthy eating does that.
Yeah, yeah. If you eat some MCT oil or
Yeah.
some coconut oil,
Why
or
does
some
it do
shit,
that to you?
Lubes up your pipes.
Oh,
It's
Yeah.
silly
Eat
because where I
coconut
moved to
oil.
now, I have the office, the back office, and it's connected to a bathroom. It's got a door.
Does it mean coconut water or coconut oil? You eat coconut oil? I don't know.
So I don't live.
I
with
think
stinking.
coconut
I
water-
open the door in the morning.
It definitely
I
helps
got a
you,
backyard. I shit. I
clean
smoke
out.
the bowl
You
while
don't
I'm
shit in the
shitting.
backyard anymore.
No. But
Okay.
my door goes faces to the backyard. No,
Oh.
I have my own bathroom in the bedroom, then one in the
That's
kitchen,
nice.
in the hallway. But I got one in
yeah.
the
Don't
back
put a
of the
woman
office
through one of
now.
your shits.
No,
Jesus.
I got
It's
my
not
own shower
necessary.
back there.
Yeah, leave her alone.
I open the back door. Fuck the fart fan. I just open the back door. There's a school behind there, kids playing. I'm shitting, smoking dope. I don't give a Frenchman's fuck, and it don't smell in there no more. I light a candle.
That's beautiful.
Beautiful. That's what you need, is a bathroom
With a
with
candle.
a door that faces outside.
The worst is when you go over a girl's house and you go to use her bathroom and you smell matches.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh
yeah.
no, she was lighting this motherfucker up.
Yeah.
And then it just makes you think.
It's all you're thinking
She's
about.
like burning off fumes,
Her stinky
methane.
butthole. Yeah. Just stinky butt.
I
She's
hate the fucking
panicking
smell
about her
of matches.
methane.
You ever get to a
fume.
girl's place and then you feel the gurgles and you're like,
Ooh,
I've
that's
got to
not
rip
good.
one. Yeah.
Not good. Not good.
I've had that before.
Wait,
I was
what?
dating a girl once and she had ferocious diarrhea. Ferocious. So she was
All
in
regularly
yeah.
or just
no,
like
no,
one
one time.
episode? Yeah.
And she went to the bathroom and she just turned on the shower and she turns on both things on the sink.
Whoa. Yeah.
And just she
Try to
like,
drown it
just
out.
had all that. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I was very young at the time.
Yeah.
I didn't understand. I was super confused. What the fuck is going on in there?
I had
Okay, so back in college, my colleagues used to turn on the hot water so when they take a shit, the fumes would go up to the ceiling and it would go through the bathroom window outside to help prevent the smell from staying in the bathroom. I didn't know that was a thing until they told me.
college where I was at this girl's place and she was just like, okay, it's game on. Like, go for it. And I was
Right.
like, I have to take, and I could feel that it was a diarrhea shit, like an explosive diarrhea shit. And I also realized there was no way to do it, that it would just be a black toilet when I was done and that there's no way I could cover it. So you know what I did?
What?
I went back to my place. I was like, I'll see you some other time or whatever.
Right.
And the next day her friends were like, you're like the fucking, like they gave me credit. Like, that they
you
thought
were a
I was
good guy?
that I was a good guy. They were like, "You're awesome," and I was like, "No, I
Wow.
had to take
Yeah,
a
girl. You know why
crazy
girls do
shit."
that? Because they're not getting fucked, and they don't want their friend to get fucked.
Right.
And so they use reverse psychology
Yeah.
on you. You're an amazing guy.
I got an
hope
amazing
you-
guy credit.
I hope you wait forever.
That's so cool that you left.
Not even when you get married. Tell her when you get married, you love her so much. You know you're gonna have sex after you're married.
Never.
Because it's not about that.
Right.
It's about real love.
Yeah,
Like
well-
Twilight love.
If I had had bowels that were intact,
It's crazy that like a lot of females will say the same thing. To each his own, man. But I mean, my guy just had to take a dump. You know what I'm saying?
it would have been a different story that night. But
Vows?
bowels.
I would never take a dump in my shorty's bathroom unless she's like my girl. If she's just like some girl that I'm just talking to, I'm not about to blow up her bathroom, bro. Like, that's not it, man.
Oh,
bowels?
bowels.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a time when you know that it's... And the sensitivity of your inner asshole region is
man.
amazing.
It is. It knows.
Yeah, especially when you go to seep out a fart, right? When you're like about to cut a fart, and then all of a sudden alarms start going off. You're like, oh no!
Oh yeah.
Oh no! And you got to clamp shut. You're like, oh, Jesus, what is this?
We were having this debate yesterday about why are they sometimes hot? Like, why is it hot? And then why do you know that hot's gonna smell bad?
Spicy food, bro.
But is that what it is
I would
solely?
imagine.
I don't know. I remember I was telling you guys that one time my freshman year I didn't take a shit for a week and a half. I was addicted to steakums with American cheese and a ride of French fries.
Wait a minute.
Listen
A
to
week
me.
and a half? 10 to 11 days? Nah, bro, you gotta take a shit at least every day. Like, every time you eat, you have to take a shit, bro. You can't keep that in. If not every day, every other day at least. At least. See, 10 days.
How long is that?
crazy.
10 days?
That's a long time, man.
When I was
How
a
are you
freshman,
alive?
I played freshman ball, and we were playing Patterson East Side. That's
Wait.
just a jungle of a school. Like, you got to be careful when you go in there. And we went there to play the Christmas tournament.
Wait, what kind of ball are we talking right now?
Basketball.
Oh, basketball.
And I hadn't taken a shit for like 10 days. I was backed up something. I took acid, something fucked my stomach up. And I didn't tell nobody. In those days, I was really scared of doctors, and I wouldn't say shit to nobody. And on the way home, we got on the bus. And while we were waiting there, my stomach started hurting. And I said, Jesus Christ, I don't know if I'm going to shit myself or fart, but let me just take a chance.
Good move.
And I blew this fart.
That's a good move.
So bad. Right? We were on a bus, and people started running, you know, the school buses? People started running to the windows, right? To swing down the bus windows. But here's what gets better. I farted again. And the teachers were going, oh my God, he's changing flavors. But the worst thing was the cheerleaders were crying. That's how bad it smelled. They were sitting in front of the bus going,
Wait a minute.
Bro, 10 days is OD. Oh, like, I'm trying to, like, I could just picture that, bro.
Flavor.
One of the teachers yelled out, oh my God, he's changing flavors. That's how bad these farts were.
That's your next T-shirt.
The
Oh my
whole-
God, he's changing flavors.
The whole bus stunk. And I'll never forget looking at the cheerleaders, and they were like, oh my God, we've never smelled nothing like this before. It was fucking god awful.
I wrote a blog about one of Joey's farts once.
Was that on a plane?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I read
It's
that.
called Happy Pills. And it was, I was thinking about, I was looking at this ad. Here, take this. I was looking at this ad for antidepressants.
Oh, my God.
You know, it's some girl dancing around a field of wheat and shit. You know those ads.
Yeah.
And
I'm good.
I was just thinking about like what, you know, what depresses people and how crazy pills are and how crazy. Oh, it's still up there. You can still find it. Anyway, at the end of this is a really like me. We're both of us are barbecued. I don't know what the fuck. What do we eat? Edibles? Some sort of
It was
edibles?
in the beginning, lollipops.
Yeah.
It was way in the beginning of
We were crucified.
And
We were,
Lollipops.
Logan was asleep.
Yeah.
He was
They got weed on. Then again, I mean, hey, people could make anything with edibles, man. Bro, lollipops are probably OD though. I think, cause I've only had a Rice Krispie treat and a brownie, but I've never had a lollipop. That, yo,
going in and out, but he wrote on the blog, and I don't even have to look at it to remember that the fart was strong. He's lucky.
I'll
I
probably
farted
try it back in
because
college.
It was a lot better than the Antonio Banderas movie he was watching. Something to do. There was an Antonio Banderas movie now.
I don't remember what it
I don't
was.
remember what it was.
But I do remember the lady behind you. I will never forget hearing her over the earphones.
Yeah.
I hear, oh my God! There it is. Over the pounding sound in my iPod, I hear a woman in the row behind us cry out, oh my God! I look over at Joey and he smiles. There's your fucking happy pill right there.
And you're right, Antonio Banderas. It says right
Told
there.
you.
Oh, what was it?
Some
My
bad
iPod is
movie.
Oh yeah.
Teaching underprivileged
Yo.
youth how to salsa.
Oh, that's what I was watching. I was watching a terrible movie.
Terrible. We both were.
And Joey farted.
oh my God. People who fart in public are evil, bro. I'm telling you. They are straight up evil.
I was watching a terrible movie.
Terrible. We both were.
And Joey farted the fart of all
Oh,
farts.
man. Do you remember,
Where
by
it
the
puts
way?
you off the seat. You ever have those parts on the plane where you actually feel your leg? It's like you're in one of those chairs. When you're in a plane and it's going to go down, what's the button you push to throw you off
the
the
ejector
plane?
seat?
That's
Oh, yeah.
what it was. It like injected me a little bit.
He
Like,
digs his seatbelt into your weight.
Yo, I know I had my fair share of those. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. Maybe you gotta be the spicy food, but
Oh my God! It
I've
was
definitely
Thailand.
had my fair share of those.
But another time I fought.
Ejectocito,
I
cuz.
used to take the #1 bus from Jersey City to North Bergen to the high school. And we were on the bus one morning, kids, and there was a guy reading a paper. I could live to be 100 and never forget this. Reading the Daily News, and he had a connector of drool from his lip to the Daily News, and there was a puddle. He was on heroin. They would go to Jersey City those days and get methadone. So they would take the bus up north with us. So I'm sitting there, he's passed the fuck out. And the drool is connected to the Daily News, and there's gotta be just 6 inches of puddle. This guy's been passed out for 20 minutes. I point my ass at him. I'm not sitting behind him. I'm sitting across from him.
Yeah.
And I lift up my hips a little bit. And I kept my asshole just pointed at him. That even if it wasn't pointed at him, it would ricochet off the chair and go straight into his mouth like one of those things.
Nah, you are evil.
I could live to be 80. He lifted his eyes like this first, right? Like he went like this first, like, and he wiped his mouth. And he's like, man, who the fuck farted? He goes, it smelled like something went up somebody's ass and died. And me and my little buddies were like, what, the 7th grade?
Yeah.
We're fucking giggling our asses off. He's like, I should beat the fuck out of whoever farted on this motherfucking bus.
Facts. You have to fight after that because you couldn't even stand up, go somewhere else and do that. Nah, you have to fight.
Jesus, man.
That's evil.
Fantastic.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
This is why I hate people. This is why I hate when I read posts.
You gotta give me a second.
This is why I hate. This is the reason why I hate when I read posts from people going, "Are you sick and tired of blue comedy? Well, come down to the Stanford Theater on Friday night and listen to intelligent comedy. They call it thought-provoking comedy." And then I think about how many times I'm 54 years old, and at night I got a sleep apnea machine on. And there's a little needle in the sleep apnea machine because the hose punches air into your fucking mouth. So there's an escape valve that's the size of a needle. Do you know how many nights I will sit there and be half asleep and I'll need to fart? And I'll wake up just to fart to see if I could smell the fucking fart come through that hole.
Do you?
Yes. If it comes through the hole, it's a tremendous fart. I just wake up my wife. Like, I go, honey, you got to inhale it. Like, it's that good.
You gotta inhale
I'm
it.
54
Nah,
years old.
you
That always
tripping.
makes me laugh, Tom Segura.
Nah, my guy said, honey, you gotta wake up. You tripping.